けてあげよう君と僕のみたいに隠れているさあどこへ手をつないだらほどけないよ君と遠くへ遥かな日の記憶に咲いた青い国を見るストーリー輝く瞳その歌声伝えよう
Chroniclers? Do you mean those people who keep journals and town records and whatnot?
I'd rather think of it as history than whatnot.
Fine job that would be to sit on your arse all day, scribbling words on parchment for nobles and churchmen, then collecting money for it.
Chroniclers also write down legends and old stories. I'm more interested in those.
Really?
To be more specific, I'm traveling north. Learning the roads beforehand would be beneficial.
Setting new trade routes?
If only I were. No, I'm afraid this is simply a personal obligation of no particular profit.
Sounds like you found a new hobby.
It found me. So what's your advice?
You'd want a Lowen Guild member, no doubt.
Well, do you know anyone?
A merchant of my class will know one of almost everything. This one will be on the house.
And then I shall be in your debt, my friend.
There is a certain trader I know named Guy Batos who has been dealing in metals around these parts for years. He is not someone to go trifling with. It'd be a good idea not to get mixed up with his associates.
Do you intend to simply watch me eat?
I do, because I ate on the way back.
What are you reading?
They're letters. I received them when I was buying your bread. Mark's new apprentice brought them to me.
What is it they are saying?
See for yourself, they're pretty funny.
I have not yet learned to read.
Surely you must be joking.
Those funny little runes mean nothing at all until you put them in specific combinations, of which there are far too many.
You must have tried to learn at some point.
Yes, but I decided to quit. I do not need your letters to find my prey. Well, tell me what the foolish words say.
The military expedition to the north has been canceled, so use caution in your trade for weapons and armor.
A lot of good that does us.
Well, that's the truth. Without the right information, a merchant is like a blind soldier on the battlefield.
Do not forget. The festival begins today.
I'm sorry, but there's someplace else I have to go. I know you don't mean it, so please stop doing that.
You have such a weak heart for little girls who cry. I will keep that in mind.
Oh, good.
Would it be all right with you if I went by myself?
Why even ask? You're going anyway.
You could pretend with me.
Please spend it wisely.
You are a truly good man.
Now, that isn't a Trini silver piece, so it's fine to use on little things because it's not worth nearly as much as most. I hope you have a wonderful time. What's the matter?
On second thought, it might not be any fun to be there all alone. If you let me come with you, I'll give your coin back. What business is it, anyway?
It's nothing. I just have to go meet another member of my guild, that's all.
And then?
If you do not think you should be seen with me, I do not mind staying out of sight. There cannot be any harm done if I am invisible.
I still can't take you with me. It's not just a meeting. We may have to go somewhere as well. If I let you come along, you'd have to sit outside the entire time. I promise I'll spend the day with you tomorrow, so I want you to do your best to suffer through it today.
Fine. I would never desire our friendship to become an obstacle to your business. I will find a way to manage on my own somehow.
I'm sorry.
Lawrence?
Huh?
If I have someone in the room when you get back, would you mind turning around and taking a little walk? The look on your face right now will keep me company for the rest of the day. Have a good meeting.
What look?
Do not worry. I desire no more than your presence. So please hurry back home.
He's not here yet, but he'll arrive soon. Look for a man the size of a walking coffin.
I guess this guy's rather large then.
He is.
Thanks again for the room.
Don't mention it. You must have really liked the fish since you ordered so much of it.
My picky friend praised it, which happens rarely. She tells me you know what you're doing choosing fish.
Then I'm certain to buy more like those in the future. Be sure to tell her how much it pleased me that it made her happy.
She said it was the best carp she's ever had.
More carp it is then. Thank you very much. Well now, what's on your agenda next?
I have a meeting with a man named Batos.
Oh, that's too bad.
And why is that?
I wanted to show you around. I'm sure we both have useful information we could share with each other, and who knows, we might even be able to strike a business deal. I thought Miss Holo might join us.
She has been pestering me to take her on the grand tour ever since this morning.
I know. If you like, I could take Holo around with me. To be honest, I have nothing on the books today, so she'd be a welcome distraction.
I would hate to waste your time.
Not at all. The truth is that if I don't go, I'll probably spend all my money in here.
Well, all right then. But she might have left the inn already.
I'll stop by and see if she's around. I should probably check up on their inventory anyway.
I really appreciate it.
Of course. Promise you'll come with us next time, okay? Hi.
You're Kraft Lawrence, aren't you?
I am.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Guy Batos. You want information about the North, right?
I do.
That doesn't happen too often. So is it a big lead on some business deal?
Not quite. I'm afraid it's for personal reasons.
You surprised me for such a young man. My interest in legends only came on as I began to age. I've traveled for decades into every region I believed could be profitable for a merchant like me. And I thought I knew them all. But one day I started to think of the time before all of this. A time hundreds of years ago when people exactly like you and me were traveling this land. I realized I knew nothing about it. I can't walk into the past as I do from town to town, and at my age those distances get longer every year. However, even though my legs might be getting older, I can still travel through stories in my mind. And that's where the study of legends came in. The people from the past aren't here to teach us anymore, but they did leave behind stories. And those stories are as real as the mouths that first spoke them and the hands that wrote them down.
Yes, I believe I know what you're saying.
The people who live in this area aren't highly regarded by the rest of the town. They're the sort of people that would be hanged by the church if they could find them, so they try to avoid towns like Lubenhagen.
Oh, what is that smell? That has got to be sulfur.
Quite a nose you've got. You must be an impressive merchant if you can identify mixtures by smell. The primary purpose of this wall is to keep that odor from wafting into the rest of the town and causing illness.
Oh, an awful lot of birds here.
Yeah, people breed them as warnings because the toxic air isn't always so pungent. If the birds die, it's time to go.
The air is like the hand of death they told us about in church. I can almost picture it lurking around every corner in this place. Do you have any idea how many alchemists are living in this section?
Let me see. If you count all of their apprentices, I think it's somewhere around 20. But it's hard to say with any real certainty. Accidents are pretty commonplace around here.
What profit is there between merchants and alchemists?
You have to get rid of the notion that alchemists are like magicians. They simply study the art of manipulating metals with heat or acid. That said, I will not deny that there are those in this district who pursue the study of darker arts. Of course, those are only the rumors I've heard. All the contacts I've ever dealt with in this part of town have been good and decent people.
I'm certainly glad to hear that.
At any rate, they're clients I'm working with. It's not good for business to go around passing judgment on them. There's no need for you to be on edge. My contact here is very amiable.
Okay.
Is anyone here?
It's so good to see you, Bartos.
The feeling is mutual. You look to be doing quite well today.
And you appear as healthy as an ox. Is this handsome boy a gift for me? From his quivering, I'd say he's terribly afraid I'm a witch.
I could always introduce you as the queen of the underworld.
Oh, please don't. There's enough darkness around here without that. Do you really think a witch could be this beautiful?
I have heard of many women being called witches because of their unmatched beauty.
Ever the flatterer. I'm sure it's gotten you into a few beds from time to time.
Anyway, old friend, this is a colleague of mine.
Hello, my name is Kraft Lawrence, and I'm a Lowen Guild merchant. Is there a chance Dion Rubens is available?
Bartos, you didn't tell him?
Huh?
My name is Dion Rubens. A manly name, don't you think?
I don't know, but it suits you.
My friends call me Diana, as should you. So tell me of this interest you have with me.
I'm sorry for insisting to see you on such short notice. Mrs. Rubens, I've heard you might be...
Diana, please.
Of course, please forgive me.
Oh, not at all.
To get right to it, I'm here because I've been told you have great knowledge of the Northern legends.
Is that so?
Yes.
I thought this was to be business.
Oh, it's a social call.
It's possible that I know the story for which you're searching.
There is a village name in the legend. I couldn't be entirely certain, but I believe it's called Yoitz.
Ah, the moon hunting bear, it's told, destroyed that village. Let's see, I believe I put that one over here. Ah, yes, this is the one. The moon hunting bear, also called Irawa Wir Muhaidahende. Yes, this creature did destroy a town called Yoitz. These are some old legends indeed, but there are a few ones about the moon hunting bear in here. Is that all?
Well, I'm looking for the location of Yoitz. Does it say in your story?
Wait, you're trying to find Yoitz?
Yes, I have my reasons for wanting to know.
I can't think. Where was it? Where is it? Yes, I remember now. At the base of the Rhone River, some ways north of Proania, there's a town called Lenos. Do you know it?
Yes, they trade in fur and lumber mostly.
There's a strange tale from those parts. The legend tells of a giant wolf that appeared in the village one day many, many years ago. This wolf went by the name Holo of Yoitz. You had to stretch your neck to look at her. The villagers thought she was a curse from God, but Holo told them she had only come from the forests in the east.